South Bend, Indiana. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Notre Dame coming off a 10-win season, but there was a sour taste in their mouth after they were left out of the college football playoff. Marcus Freeman has so many great recruits loaded with talent. He knows this team is going to have a huge chip on their shoulder as they try to get back into the college football playoff this season. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. So Alabama's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. He never had a chance to get it to the edge, and first play of the game, and you're already behind the sticks.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Motion from the back. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe they could impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. It wasn't a big return, but that doesn't matter. They stole a possession, and that is huge for their confidence.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Keelan Russell. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Now here's Russell. Fires to the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
That How about the rough starts for these offenses? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early. First drives to get something going. Both of them turning over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. The run inside, it's Williams. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. What does the top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off?
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games by the end of the year. So you've got to go earn it. Yes, you're talented. Yes, a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching you, and people are really excited. You've got an opportunity to do things really, really that are special this season, but you've got to earn it on the field.
Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Perez. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. Play action, C.J. Carr. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces 2nd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Throwing, Carr, going for the big play. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
He'll keep it on 2nd down. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quick release by the QB. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. You pitch it up, that's a live ball. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And here's the return. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Carr. Makes the grab. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Running inside, it's Williams. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
They'll move the wide receiver. To the ground, he's got it again. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Play action. Carr. Just a short pass to the tight end. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Notre Dame comes to the line that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here comes the heat. Floats it out in space. Gets away from one, finds some space. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Might be calling a hot route. From the red zone, it's Williams. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give up.
And he's in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And he made the extra point without problem. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tide ready to roll on offense. We expected points. We've gotten some early, up 13-7 as they go back on the attack. Welcome to college. First carry for the freshman. Dragged down after working his way. And those feet were pitter-pattering as he picked up 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill with that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Russell. Quickly out to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Grabs it inside the 15. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Alabama!
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
He'll bring it out. It's Young. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Here's Carr to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Dropping back, it's Carr. Makes the catch. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. The run inside. It's Mobley. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Carr on play action. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And there is little more difficult to defend than pressure right up the middle, and the big nose tackle brings it there.
And he starts right on the football. A lot of time he gets double teamed, right? Because he's right there and you got the guards next to him, but the big fella just uses his power, overpowers the lines, gets to the quarterback, and gets the sack.
They'll run play action. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they're able to get him down.
Need to do a better job as a defender tackling the catch. On the curl route, he had a chance to break on the ball, get the receiver down, couldn't do it, and as a result, they give up an explosive play.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Irish send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Catch is made at the 15. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Here comes that Alabama offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Russell on play action. Time to take a shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Let's talk about Alabama. We start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, here's an interesting situation after that incompletion for the offense all of a sudden, because you've had success. You've scored 2 touchdowns on your first 2 drives. You've got to be playing with a lot of confidence. Does that carry over and make you feel like going for it here on 4th down? You've got the playmakers. You've made some big plays early in this game. Field position would say you should punt it, but what does the head coach decide to do?
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Still 2nd down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. That's just inexcusable. A delay of game penalty there, and now it is 2nd and a mile and a half. Throwing, Carr. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Turning it on. And tackled there by the defense.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a 3-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. When you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. Bringing the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
He gets a block. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Fires to the big fella. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Crimson Tide with the aerial assault working back at it here. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll send the back in motion. They go play action with Russell. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to have
a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So the offense will have a fresh set of downs to work with after the roughing the passer call. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Runs through the tackle. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Russell on play action. Steps away. Touchdown tie! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. He'll bring it out. It's Young. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. get moving. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Carr hauls it in.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. Makes the catch. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Running inside, it's Williams. There's some room. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And under the watchful eye of touchdown Jesus, the Irish are starting to roll on the ground.
Starting to get that big physical ground game going. And one thing you know about Notre Dame traditionally over the years, offensive line play is always great. They're always making holes, and they're always playing super physical.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Here's Carr to throw. Pressure coming. He gets away. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Fourth down, Carr. Nowhere close to the line to gain as he is ridden out of bounds, and this defense makes a statement. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Throwing Russell. Trying to burn this defensive back. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Moving out to the right. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Entering settings screen, you have 30 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Entering settings screen, you have 30 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Russell from the gun on third down. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at. He's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to the ground game on the left. Oh, he's got some space. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Williams. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. This will make Irish eyes smile because they're shaking down thunder from the sky with this running game.
Just pound, pound, pound. What are you going to do? Are you going to meet the physical challenge of the Irish because they're ready to rumble?
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Working that left side now. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Irish needing just inches for the first down. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do they do right away? Right back on the football, ready to...
Looking for the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. Motion from the wideout. Carr from the gun on third down. He's got him. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 5 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Longhorns, not even blinking in this top 25 matchup. They took the lead on the opening drive of the game, and they've been adding to it ever since. Tough to imagine a halftime pep talk is going to change things.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Keelan Russell. sets up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on third and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting their playmaker get behind there. They were going to come up, make a sure tackle, and force the fourth down. And now you can make the decision on what you want it to be, but I like the execution by the defense.
After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Gets the back moving. Throwing, Carr. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Carr. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on third down. Like, everything going the other direction.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Off the RPO, complete. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The run inside. It's Hill. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
He's brought down near the 4-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back has it. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll try to power their way ahead. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down. At the end of that play, there is still a member of the Fighting Irish down on the field. Training staff will take a look and will step aside. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Russell. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Bingo, Ruben, bingo, Ruben.
To the air, it's Russell. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. From out of his own end zone, you'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Takes the handoff. It's Young. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Carr rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Wants to bring it back. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Tide ready to roll on offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. They go play action with Russell. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, They finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
The RPO, it's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Again, it's Russell. Here's the pressure. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the fumble will go out of bounds. They'll lose a few on that one.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Run the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Oh, they're after him. They get to him as he throws. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. What a disappointment. No good. Really had a chance to stretch it out there, but I think they'll live with a 20-point lead.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Running inside, it's Williams. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
95-96 sprint. 95-96 sprint. Here we go. Ready, go.
Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the spot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Quarterback may change this route. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Williams. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. On the option. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
To the air on second down. Got the back over the middle. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Here comes that Alabama offense. So they get the ball back after that turnover, and that might well have been the final nail in the coffin for this one. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Russell on play action. Under fire. And it's a sack.
You know, one of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers, because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws when you've got inside linebackers bringing the heat.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Throwing Russell. Under fire. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
Finds a tight end. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming.
And that's really good tackling by this defense, man. Third down, understanding the sticks. And what you got to do is break on the football. That drag route comes open. He sees him. He throws it. Man, it does not stay open long because they break on the football with great tackling and force the fourth down.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Quickly to the tight end.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Sends it back in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Crosses the 30, he's got away. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on first down. He's going for it all. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but They're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long.
22.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The run from the shotgun. Picks up the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think.
Caught, and he's got room. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Motion from the back. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Bama! And the route is on.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Coming out with it, it's Young. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Throwing right. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT.
Got room on the return. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Defense in press coverage. Might have a chance. Got enough space. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And they tacked on the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Young. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. It's complete to the left. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this deep.
Here's a little room there. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. He wants to change this route. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And he got it so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down.
Big moment here for the defense. Can you come up with one more stop? You've got the lead. It's 4th and short. You're kind of in no man's land, so you're expecting them to go for it.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance, and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down. And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
He'll try it again. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
This has been a presentation.